All right. Hey guys, whoever's hopping on right now, welcome. I am actually just fixing things up right now. I'm having too many messages here. And let me see here. Okay, just making sure everything is ready to go. Okay. All right, looks like we're getting the links posted. People are hopping on, I hope. You guys are seeing my screen. At least I think you are. Okay, hold on. If you can hear me and everything's working out okay, go ahead and please type it in. Let me see here. All right, guys, welcome to the webinar. My name is Danae. And what I'm gonna share with you guys today is something really, really cool. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys that if you are here, you're in for a real treat. You're really gonna learn something that's really gonna be cool. And this is something that I've been just kind of been testing out for the last week, and it's been working out fantastic. Okay, so I'm really excited to share that with you. This is gonna be this is a high probability trading strategy that anybody can do. And let me first go into a little bit about why I decided to do it this way. But first of all, I just want to make sure that everything's working properly so that if you do have questions or something, I don't miss your questions, okay? So let me just make sure that the questions are coming through here. Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm still getting used to this Facebook Live, YouTube Live thing here. I think I remember how. That's not it. No, I don't think. I think this is it either. All right, well, anyways, if you guys can hear me, just go ahead and type in the chat real quick. Just say yes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start, okay? So please type something in there so I know that you can hear me, and we'll get going. All right, so you know what? This is going to be recorded anyways. So, you know, just in case, I guess if you can't hear me, if it turns out that way, that's just the way it is, and you can view the replay. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. So what I want to share with you guys today is something that is really cool. I've been using the strategy and testing it out for the last week or so, and as a matter of fact, I've been having 100% success. So all of the trades that I placed this way have been 100%. And that doesn't mean that it's always going to be like this. I'm pretty sure that I will be having some losses, and you know, I can count on having losses because that's just the way it is in the market. Nobody's perfect, and but so far this trading strategy has been working out really well for me, and I'm really excited to share this with you guys. Hopefully, you guys could get some value from it. So first of all, um, my name is Deneng Xiang, and I'm part of Team Huasi. And so, and all of you guys are with us in our group here, following Master Jed, and you know, taking his signals, and you know, that's what I used to do too a long time ago. But eventually, you know, you get to a point where you want to be able to understand all this stuff, and you want to be able to place your own trades, um, because you know, at the end of the day, it's your money, and you know, you want to be able to control it. You know, I mean, I I think that it's okay, you know, when you're just starting off, and you know, you really don't know anything about the market. You know, go ahead and take signals, um, because it's better to follow somebody that knows what they're doing than you getting in there and just trying to place trades on your own and losing, right? But eventually, you get to a point where you really should be looking into placing your own trades, uh, so that you know, so that nobody is, so that your money, your hard-earned money, is not in somebody else's hands. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think that it is really kind of childish. I mean, there's people out there that just all they do is take signals for, I don't know, for years and years, I guess. You know, that's basically saying, here's my money. What do I do with it? And you're just following along, whatever somebody tells you. So, you know, but again, I mean, if you're brand new or if you don't know anything about forex trading, then it's perfectly fine taking signals. And we have one of the best traders in our team, that gives out the signal for Team Huasi. So you guys are in good hands. And of course, I mean, he's not perfect. I mean, he's gonna have like losses, and so you know, nobody's perfect and nobody's 100%. So you have to also count on that, and make sure that you're using risk management and not over trading your account, because you know, you can have a lot of wins, but just one loss could, you know, really take you back to where you started, or maybe even worse, you know, wipe out your account. Okay, so always pay attention to risk management, no matter how exciting, no matter how good you think somebody is. Okay. All right. So this trading strategy, guys, again, has been, you know, I've only placed 5 trades using this strategy, and all 5 have been winners. So let me go ahead and share this with you. What I am using is TradingView to do all my markups and stuff. And so, you know, TradingView is a great platform. I went ahead and left the link for TradingView on there, and also a couple links to some of the websites that I'll be talking about later on today. Tonight on the description, so you can check that out. But let me go ahead and start with this. You know, when you first start off trading, and you start off wanting to learn how to trade, um, you start looking at graphs, right? Now I'll explain what I mean. You know, when I first started wanting to learn how to trade, and I started to you know, start placing trades on my own, this is kind of how I did it. You know, like I would go through and look at the graphs, and then, you know, I would just browse through and I would say, okay, this is a 1 hour chart. Let me see. Let me pick ERUUSD, and let me see if I could find something to trade, right? So you go through it and you see here, you're like, okay, well, this is going here. Oh, this looks like a little bit like a double top right here, right? And so you start marking it off, right? You go, okay, well, this looks pretty good right there. Double top. Look, it's coming down right now. Maybe I should place a trade right here, right? I mean, so that's kind of how I did it. And then you go through here, and you know that you're supposed to be marking support and resistance, right? So you go up here, and then you mark one up there, and then you go down here, and you mark one down here. And you're like, okay, well, this looks pretty good right there. And you got one more down here. Okay. And then you try to base your trade off of this, right? And then you even draw trend lines. You go like this, and you go here, and you're like, okay, well, you know what? This is let's go from the bottom point here, and let me see here. Okay, so that looks like a nice support line. It might fall down and hit that right there and bounce up. Okay. And this was kind of how I did it too, in the beginning. And so some of them worked, but a lot of them didn't. And you know, but it was fun. I liked being on the computer and looking at the charts and stuff. And like my friend Don says, it's a rush when you're actually able to analyze something and it comes out to be the way that you say it is, right? So I did that, but I started to find that I didn't have all that much time to do all this anymore, and I had a baby that was just born like last month, and so a lot of changes in our household, and I just don't have that time. And so how do you trade if you can't spend all your time on the computer and looking at charts, right? So here's what I found out. Here's what I learned. I will show you. All right. Okay, so I'm going to show you and share with you what these graphs actually mean, okay? But let me pull up a little, let me see. I'm sorry, guys. I actually do not use Windows very much. This is actually my Mac computer, but I just put the Windows on there. So just recently, so I'm still trying to get used to this. Oh, wait a minute, it's got note. Where is my note? Where's my note? Oh, here it is, OneNote. Okay. All right. So now in order to do this, there's just a couple things that you need to know, and I'll write that down here. Number one is you just have to know support and resistance. And then a little bit of Fibonacci. And it's not too hard. I'll go over these with you. So let's just talk about those two things first, okay? Support and resistance, and just the Fibonacci. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, one more thing. Sorry. 3, 2, trend. Okay, support, resistance, Fibonacci, and trend. Okay. So first thing is that you have to know that when you are trading with the trend, you have a higher probability of getting to your goal. Okay. When you're trading counter trend, it's not as it's not as good, but I mean you can do that, but just know that when you're going against the trend, it's not as in your favor, okay, for your trade to work out the way that you want. So with this trade right here, it's a very conservative trade, and it is very and it's high, and it's a high probability trade. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is you notice I have 3 charts here, and the way that you do that is you can sign up for Trading View. I left a link on the YouTube under the description. You could sign up for Trading View. It's a free. I actually have the pro account, so I do pay like $9 or so per month, to use it. And the only difference is that you do get a little bit more feature with the pro versus the free version. Such as the pro, I can save as many charts as I want. The free version, I believe they allow you to save like maybe 5 charts, I think. But still, I mean, that's still doable, but if you want more, then you can go ahead and upgrade. But in the meantime, you can go ahead and start using it for free. So the way that you do 3 charts like this is you just go up here to this thing right here, and then you could just select that, okay? Or you could select it with 3 at the top and 1 on the bottom. But I just went ahead and did it this way, okay? So first of all, you need a 4-hour chart up, and you need a day chart, and then you need your 15-minute chart. And this is, and I trade off of the 15-minute chart, okay? So how this works is that you first have to identify the trend, okay? You always want to trade with the trend, so you have that, it's like having the wind at your back, okay? And helping you get to your goals faster, and making your goals more achievable. So this right here, and then on down here, this is the trend strength. It's an ADX. This is the indicator that I use for this, and I'll show you what that is. Basically, you just go here to indicators, type in ADX, and then you will see this one right here. It says ADX trend strength, okay, by this guy, okay? So just type in ADX. This is going to come up, and pick ADX trend strength, okay? And then that's going to pull this little indicator up, okay? And what this is going to measure is that it's going to tell you how is it trending right now, okay? So at the 4-hour chart, it's very bullish right now, okay? So it's green. The red means it's bearish, okay? So, and then on here, on the day chart, okay, on the day chart, it's also showing green, okay? So it's also bullish. So you want to find a currency pair that is trending the same way on the day chart and also on the 4-hour chart. Now, when you have this identified, then you can go to your 15-minute chart, and you can, you can do your markups and stuff, okay? All right, so, but let me see this. Okay, so once when you identify that the trend is going up, what you want to do is you want to look for areas of reversal, and instead of trading the counter trend, the reversal down, you want to wait. You want to position yourself to catch the trend going back up, the way that it's supposed to. Okay, so because this is a bullish trend, this right here, I actually drew this way ahead of time. This is actually a trade that came through that I took today already, that worked out, and this is for the AUD-CHF. Basically, I drew this area right here. This is the buy zone for me, and at the time, the price was like right around up here somewhere. And so, this right here, I identified that this is the high probable area where it's going to reverse. And the reason how I know is because of this red line right here that I drew on the day chart. Okay. So you first have to do that, and then once when it hits this, and it goes up, and I'll explain how that works. But let me just kind of briefly go over how this all works, and then I'll go into a little bit more of the details. But so once when you identify the trend, you identify the support and resistance areas and the high probable reversal areas, okay? Then what you want to do is mark it up. So you can go here. You need to set an alert, okay? So what I did was I went ahead and just clicked on this line right here. I set the alert. And as you can see, I have a couple alerts set right here. Today, these are the two that went off, okay? And I want to share that with you. This is the odd CHF, which is this one right here, in which when the price came down to this area, you see that little alert? I get sent a text message to my phone saying that it's here, okay? So, I'm not always watching this chart. Basically, I take, 30 minutes to an hour in the morning or so to look at some of the charts, and then I draw all this. And then I just set these alerts, and then I could go about my day and not have to worry about, what's it doing, because I'm really not interested in trading it unless it gets to where I want to trade it. Okay. So in a sense, what you're doing here is that instead of doing what I showed you guys from the very beginning when I used to do it, and I look at the charts and I start to try and see if I could find something to trade like right now, in a way, I'm actually being more proactive now, where I'm waiting for the market. I'm setting things up and letting the market come to me for me to trade, because I'm not going to let the market dictate control what I do. I'm controlling I'm controlling my own outcome by allowing it to come to me before I take the action. So sure enough, it kept on dropping, and it dropped and it dropped, and it came here, hit my alert. I get sent a text message to my phone, and then I come on here, and then I placed my buy order, okay? And I placed my buy order, and as you guys know, earlier this afternoon, there was that NZD news that totally was like, which affected like almost just about every pair that was out there. I mean, this is the odd CHF, but that news affected this also, and so it shot up this way, okay? So luckily I went ahead, luckily I saw that, and I closed it out, and I did make some profit, because shortly, like maybe a minute or two later, it started to drop back down to, where it used to be, okay? But I took profit on that one. And so this is really, really simple to do. You don't have to take a lot of time, and you don't have to be on your computer all the time to be able to do this. All you have to do is set it up, and you can go about your day, go build your business, do some studying, read, watch TV or whatever you want, and wait for your alert to ring, okay? Because I got like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 alerts right now. And so far, these two have alerted me. GBPUSD alerted me also. And that one I also made money. These two I also were profitable. The Euro CAD, this one right here, the Euro AUD, that's this one right here. Same thing with this one, okay? Trade went all the way up to here. I got alerted, and because of that NZD news, it dropped so fast. And I believe actually, yeah, this one right here, I think I call it 50 pips. This one right here, because I had two orders at the same time. This order I caught 50 pips. By the time I got to this order, I was only able to close it out with just 10 pips. But it moved so fast. I just wanted to get out of the market and just let it do its thing. So anyhow, so that was a very fast win right here. I just remember I just barely put the trade on, and I forgot to look at the news, and all of a sudden it just it just shot back down. So that's my sell order. And so same thing with this. I look at the 4-hour chart, the day chart, and I just just make sure that the trend is in agreement. You see it's red here, it's trending bearish, It's also red on the day chart, trending bearish. And so what I want to do here is I'm not going to be buying up. I'm going to wait for it to come up and hit my target, and then I will just trade selling it down. Okay, so that's what you want to do. Okay, just trade with the trend. All right, and so now let me show you guys how to actually just set this up. I hope that you guys are still with me. Let me see here. Any questions so far? Okay, we got 26 viewers. No questions. All right. Either that or maybe I'm not seeing any questions. Maybe this is not the right place to see it, but okay. All right. So so here's how you set it up. Okay. So first of all, you go to the link that I left you on the description. You go to Trading View, and then you sign up for a free account. And then once when you sign up for your free account, hold on. Okay. All right. Once when you sign up for a free account, you want to go. Let me see here. Oops. Let me just do this. Okay, once when you sign up for a free account, to be able to get the text alerts on your phone, this is how you do it, okay? You need to go to your profile settings. And then under settings right here, there will be a place where it says SMS email, okay? You need to put in your SMS email right here, which is just your phone number connected to your service provider, your phone service provider. And there is a website that will tell you exactly what you need to do for that, such as I'm using AT&T, so this is how they do it. You just put your phone number at text@att.net, and any emails that's sent to this, any message that's sent to this will be sent to you, forwarded to you as a text message on your phone. Okay, so that's how you do it. And the website is email text messages. Okay, so this is the website to be able to get it. The AT&T, this is what you need. And there's all the different singular, all the MCI, Metro Call, Metro PCS. It's got all like the different service providers for the mobile phones. T-Mobile's right here, and so like you just put in your 10-digit phone number at tmobile.net. Okay, so that's the email that you want to put on your profile under that area for SMS text. That way, when you get an alert, TradingView will send you the message send it to you as an email. But because you left this number, this email on there, it'll get forwarded to your phone as a text message. Okay, so that's how you get alerted when your trade is coming into fruition. All right, so now I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Let me see here. What's a pair that I was working on? Okay, hold on. Okay. All right. So let me. Yeah, this was actually one of the trades too. And I'll kind of share with you guys this. This is actually a trade that I just took last night going to this morning, and I sent this out as also as a signal to just a couple people. and they also took this trade, and many of them made money also with this. But basically, this one right here, I had this zone mapped out already, and at that time, the price was going in this area right here. And so eventually it got up to this area. It hit my little alert, right? I got alerted, and I enter the trade right around here in this area here somewhere. And so it actually dropped for a while. I did not take profit because my profit line was actually way down here. Um, and so over the, during the course of the night, it went all the way back up here, but, it never hit my stop because I had my stop set up way up here, okay? So one thing also about stops is that you have to be strategic about where to place your stops, okay? Some people place their stops like right up above this line right here, and as you can see, price went up all the way up here, and I'm sure that it knocked out some other people's stops already. But you gotta just be strategic about where to place your stops so that it doesn't get hit. But you do still need a stop so that just in case, it's like an emergency stop, so that I mean, there is a time to give up. You don't want to just let a trade go on losing forever. That'll really wipe your account out. And so it went up here, and then it started to drop this morning, and eventually came down and hit my target, and so yeah, there's a winning trade. But same thing, this was also a zone trade. I call this zone trades because you map out the zones where the reversals are going to happen. But keep in mind that you only want to trade with the trend. Okay, so even so, I mean, if I look at this right here and I go down here, let's say the day chart, I'm looking at the day chart right here. You see this? I mean, this is like almost like a new low or something. Wow, I mean, hasn't been a low for like ever. Okay, so you would actually think that this is so because this is like a really low area. I mean, you will want to trade counter trend going up because it's going to hit that support and bounce up, right? But probability wise, it's better to trade with the trend. And so in this case, instead of me waiting to trade, once when it hit down here, instead of me trading, buying it going up, I just set like a sell zone up here to an area where I see there's a high probability of it reversing back, and that probability comes in with the use of Fibonacci. And as you can see, I have the Fibonacci here. So basically, this line right here is a support line from the day chart. As you can see, it's being respected all along. Okay, right here, going through here and to this area. And then as soon as price hit up here, it started to reverse down, right? Okay. And that's where I want to be, because this is going, this is a downtrend. It's going down right now, okay? And so you want to trade with the trend. The trend is your friend. Everybody hears about that, right? Okay, so what was I going to say next? Oh yeah, the Fibonacci. Okay, so and then basically with Fibonacci, you want to look for more than, at least two areas, two things that's going to help you support your idea of where this sell zone is going to be. And so, of course, I have this day chart support right here. And then, I take out Fibonacci and, from the high to the low, you take a look at this, and this area right here is a high probable area for retracement. And so you're looking at the 50 and 38% area, okay? So that's why I drew this right here, because usually it will retrace up to that area. Okay, so All right, so that's how you do that. Now to get this on here, again, I already showed you guys, it's just the indicator, it's the ADX. And pretty much it's as simple as that. Now, you know, let me see what maybe I can do. Let me do a new chart. And URGBP. Okay, so this is something new, and I'll show you guys how to do it from scratch. Okay, so basically what I do is so I have my grid and everything removed. If you guys go attend the London session, Christopher Derek, yeah, Christopher Derek does a great job in training on using TradingView and all that stuff. So, but anyways, I remove all this stuff, and then I put my indicator on, which is the ADX. And so now I have the indicator on, and now what I'm looking for is that this is just my 15-minute is where I take my trades. But what I'm really paying attention to is the 4-hour chart. I'm looking at 4-hour chart. You notice this big green, okay? This shows that it's being bullish right now. Now I want to see if the day chart agrees. Day chart also agrees. It's also green, okay? So this is a very bullish trend going on right now, okay? So that's what we know. That means that what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade going bullish, okay? So even right now, I mean, it's hitting some type of high. So as you can see here, 15-minute, let me go to 4-hour. Well, that's definitely a big high up there. Okay, so I'm just going to draw. Actually, I'm going to do this on the day chart. Okay, just keep in mind, guys, that the higher time frame you go is the stronger the support or resistance. Okay, so this should be pretty strong resistance right here in this area. Okay, it's respected this area right here, right here, right here. Okay, so I got that, and I'm also going to draw another one, maybe right around. See here, right there. Looks good. Respect it. Down here, respect it. Okay, and then right here. Okay, and I think that's all I need. Actually, maybe just one more right here. Okay. All right. So I got that. And go to my 4-hour chart. Take a look. Okay, and so I'm looking at this, and most likely price is gonna bounce from this right here. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my 15-minute chart. And sure enough, yes, it does show that it did bounce. It's coming down right here, right now. Okay. But what I'm actually looking for is an area, okay? An area where it's going to retrace and go back up, okay? So this red line right here was the other support line that we drew, right? We drew 3 lines. This resistance up here, this is support, this is support also, and which makes this resistance if it's ever down here. But for right now, this is support and this is resistance, okay? So this is the area that we're going to be playing around with right now, okay? So I'm looking at this area. There's a lot of price action, lots of price action right here too. So I believe that once when it hits this area right here, I think I'm going to put this up just a little bit higher. I think right here would be good. this would be a buy for me, okay? So this would be a buy zone, and then here's what you also need to figure out, okay? Let's take a look here, because price may never get down there, okay? I mean, this is so we're looking at about 100 pips. There's going to be 100 pip move before it gets down here, and so it might not. Most likely, it probably won't actually. But you never know. Let me take a look here. There's a website right here. This is the Euro GBP, metatap.net. Euro GBP is what we're looking for. I want to find out the daily or the average range for this, okay? So I'm going to go to trading tools here, go to, where is it? Forex volatility. I'm going to look for a 2-week range for the Euro GBP. Okay. So Euro GBP has not been moving too much. I mean, in the last 2 weeks, the average is only like 70 pips a day. Okay. So most likely it's not going to hit down there. Okay. But there's something else we can do too. But this is a high probability reversal zone. Okay. Because of this day chart support and all the price action right here. Okay. So it might take like a couple days, maybe 1 or 2 days before it gets down here if it starts to head south, okay? But there's also something to consider, because if you take out Fibonacci, and what Fibonacci is just it's a calculation of the retracement of a certain trend. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need to separate these the day times here. So these lines right here separates it into different days, and so for yesterday, today is already starting a new day, but from yesterday and to today, what I'm going to do is I take out Fibonacci, and I'm going to look at yesterday's movement to now, take the low to the high, to this high, and you know what? I think I have this all messed up. Hold on. Let me fix this. Yeah, this is better. Okay, so from the low to the high, okay, if this starts to retrace, in which it looks like it is, okay, it's already dropping, most likely it's going to come down here to the 38.2 level right here, okay, or the 50% level. So I could draw another zone right here, okay. And then for right here, I mean, I could draw like another line just like that. And then I set an alert, okay. Set alert, and then I just say Euro GBP 15 buy. That's all I need to do. Let's create, and it's going to show up right here. Okay, Euro GBP buy. Okay, that one, and I'm also going to set one down here. Euro GBP buy reversal zone. Okay, so now I got like these two waiting. This one right here might take a couple days. I don't know. It might hit right here, and it might just keep on. It might just shoot up and break through this resistance, and off it goes. Who knows, right? But at least I have two things set up, getting ready for me to place a trade. Okay, and so again, I mean, I just decided not to do this this counter trend. and I'm gonna go with the trend. I'm gonna trade with the trend going up. So all I gotta do is set that up right there. Okay. So that's it. It's pretty simple, and all these tools are free for you to use. Um, so why not make use of it, right? Okay, and so this is a really cool website. It's got a lot of tools, a lot of great stuff on here too. It's called metap.net. I went ahead and also left a link in there on the YouTube description for you. So go ahead and check it out. And that's about it. I just want to share this with you. It's been working out great. I've placed 5 trades so far doing this, and all 5 trades have been winners. This one right here, actually, I missed this one. Okay, the GBP JPY, and I'll tell you why I missed it is because I put in my zone. Okay, my zone, the areas of um, support and resistance. And so you notice right here, I drew this right here on this line, okay? And keep in mind that when I drew these lines, it was before price even got up here, okay? It was when price was still messing around in this area or so, okay? And I did not want to trade it going up. I wanted to come up and then trade it going down, okay? So that's why I said that. But I drew this line due to the fact that it hit this area, this area. This is a lot of great, resistance area, and you see this point right here. Okay, so when you're drawing support and resistance, you're just looking for areas where prices are touching, areas where price is kind of like consolidating a little bit, because those are the areas that the market will remember that it's going to stop or reverse. Okay, but what happened is that it came up and it hit over here. I got my alert, but I couldn't get to the computer in time, and for this particular trade, it went down really fast. It was like hit, and then it was already starting to go back. I didn't want to enter the trade anymore, and plus it didn't really, most of the other trades, they usually go up in this area. This one really kind of just nicked it a little bit. um, so I missed this trade, but it's okay. And you are going to miss some of these trades, and that's okay too. The market's open like practically 24 hours, and you're going to have plenty of opportunities. And so um, you know that's that's kind of how you want to look at it when you miss trades and stuff. Okay, but and when you're setting these things up, it's not always going to hit. Sometimes price never make it up to your zone, and if it doesn't, then it's okay. You notice, like, I have like so many alerts set and only 2 of them went off. But it's okay. Tomorrow I'll just look for a couple more and add it onto here. And now I got my whole week. I could go and do my own stuff, and and just wait for these little alerts to pop up. In the meantime, you can take signals and from Jed, and take signals from whoever you want. But don't think that you have to actually stay by the computer all day long to be able to trade. Okay, and so hopefully you guys like this strategy. Hopefully you found value in this strategy. It's been working out awesome for me. And I'll update you in like a month's time and let you know what my stats are by doing this. I've only been doing this for a week. 5 trades, all 5 trades have been winners, and so I'm excited about that. I'm gonna keep on doing it, and let's see how this goes. Go ahead and try it out, practice it on demo or whatever you want, and see if it works for you. Okay. So that's all for now. And if no questions, we're gonna go ahead and end this. All right, guys. So thanks for joining me here, and I will see you guys on the next webinar.